Hi everyone, this is Jen. Welcome, welcome. I hope you are doing well. So I wanted to do this video today talking about my top 5 tips for those who are on a sacred entrepreneurial journey. So those who are feeling really called to entrepreneurship. So you're not doing this, for the wrong reasons, so to say. This is coming from a deep space within you. This, almost this realization of who you are. Who you are is this explorative being, right? Taking your place in this world, claiming your space, right? Claiming your full potential. And the entrepreneurial journey is so beautiful because it is a very spiritual journey. You are finding yourself, right? You're finding yourself within the mass. And so I wanted to share what I have received as far as being the top 5 tips to assist one in on this journey. Right, on this journey, staying within alignment, right? Staying within alignment to one's soul calling, to one's soul purpose. So the top 5 tips that I have received are: first, to design the life you want to create first. So before you do anything, start thinking about that life that you're desiring to create. Or perhaps if you already are on the journey, let's reconnect to the life that you truly want to create. So I work with the idea that we have this inner original blueprint within ourselves, you could say, that is within our DNA, within who we are, right? Within just integral to who we are. So if you can reconnect to this life that you're desiring to create for yourself, this life you're desiring to create for your beloveds, for your family, for your for those that you are in relationship with. And it is essentially creating this container that this business, right, is this journey, it's going to fuel. So if we can use that mindset that first, that it is a journey, and two, that if we begin to recognize it within this space of wholeness, that you can, as you stay within alignment to that design, right? Everything that you are creating is in alignment to that design. You're working off this divine blueprint. So envision it within that whole, right? In that whole perspective. The second tip would be to create a strong core from which to branch out. So this is like the center point. Start there. If you have, like, for me personally, like, I can come up with a million ideas. That's not my problem. I mean, like, I'm like Athena, like, where you have that, or no, it's, what is Athena comes out of the mind of Zeus, but it's that, that constant and consistent, I can birth ideas, all the time. But if I don't have that strong core from which to, that foundation, really, that core, that foundation from which to branch out, then I can get lost within that process, so to say, never really truly bringing things to fruition. So creating that strong core within yourself, right? Everything has to happen within yourself. So who are you as an entrepreneur? First and foremost, that is the initial, right, core. And it's just as designing the life you want to create. Well, what type of life do you want to create, as that divine self? So recognizing, right, your own power here. Third tip, creating aligned platform, creating aligned systems, strategies, containers, devices, etc. So if you can imagine that you are the creator, right? So what is this overall platform? So really getting into that center point, again, of which you will be speaking from, that universal center, right? Once you reach into that core, once you're able to hold that core, then you can begin to hold that center as well. So again, creating everything to work for you. Your platform is that which you step on and that which you invite others into, whatever that may be. So so creating that, right? Creating it not for, although you are creating it for your potential clients, for your clients, right? But you're creating it for yourself within this space of alignment first. And so, sometimes we start to doubt ourselves and we start going into these other directions because we think that that is going to bring us our desire. And yet, if we were able to just stay within this alignment, right, this aligned space, and begin to slowly branch out and slowly, that is the idea. Right? If we can come back into the center point and then create an aligned platform, aligned system strategies that work for our own energies, that work for us, right? That fuel us. So we're not being drained, so we're not being siphoned, so we're not being pulled out of alignment, right? Truly holding this strong core. The next tip would be to put yourself out there, be visible in this core, right? On your platform. Using your systems, using these strategies. In the beginning, it's, it can be challenging because we don't have everything set up and we're like, neither here nor there, we're just everywhere. So learning how to come back into ourselves, to create that core, to create that center, to move into that alignment, and then from that space beginning to work out. So truly doing that inner excavation work first and allowing this expression, right, this true authentic expression of our work to shine through. So, in the beginning, we're kind of caught up in this whole, we use scripts, we use this, we use that. But, if we can imagine that these are just containers for our essence, so how do we bring our medicine in? How do we bring this soul essence in? Truly bring in our message and be within the center of that message. So also this, so again, and this is not selling yourself out, right? Don't sell yourself out. This is, I feel like what happens is you're like right on that precipice at times of shifting, fully over. And it's like there's this giving up, right? There's this giving up. So learning how to continue to empower yourself within this own platform that you're creating, within those own systems, within your own strategies. And really beginning to, again, the shift from within. So as you come into your own empowerment, then you're able to shift things for yourself, and you also begin to shift things in their totality. So this is truly owning your power, right? Truly owning your voice and being within that, right? Being within that power. And not in the sense of, this is simply holding, right? We just hold our own empowerment. And we shift out of these old dynamics that we may have been used to being in, where we have devalued ourselves, where we have allowed others to kind of determine our value for us, rather than truly coming within ourselves and nurturing that value from within. I know it's a scary process because you're like, well, can I value myself at this, right? And the more you step into that space, the more empowered you begin to feel. So again, the top 5 tips: design the life you want to create first. You could say design yourself first, come into your own empowerment first, create a strong core from which to branch out, create aligned platforms, systems, strategies, containers, and devices, etc. Put yourself out there, be visible, and don't sell yourself out. Some things to pay attention to as you do progress on your journey forward. Listen to the body. So I like to teach my clients to reset their physical bodies first, right? To come into this space of homeostasis, because essentially our bodies are programmed by the systems we live in, right? Perhaps, if we've worked those 9 to 5s, or we're kind of run by, right, that system in place. And the beauty within the entrepreneurial journey is we are pulling ourselves out of the rat race, and we are creating something for ourselves, and we are building wealth for ourselves, etc., etc. And so it's the, when we come back into this reset point, so to say, and then we work from that space, we're in alignment, right? We're in alignment with our own energy system, within our bodies, and we are birthing this new, into being that works with our own internal body. For those of you who identify as a woman, this is extraordinarily important because we have our own cycles, right? We have our own energy systems, as we are woman, and we can birth and create life, and so we have these cycles. And so honoring one's cycles, right? Honoring one's energy, and that's energetic integrity, right? So you're always staying within this state of balance and this honoring of oneself within the all. So listening to the body is so important. And I'm sure there's many, you're not going to hear that in many places, but I like to begin with the physical body. How are you feeling inside? If you're not feeling good, there is a reason, right? You're not in alignment. You're not in alignment. And forcing something will never produce those results that you are seeking. You will not receive that fruit, right? The fruit of the womb, right? The and also, if you identify as a man as well, what is your, honoring your energy, honoring your reserves. So these common pitfalls. First one would be, again, how I value myself, my time, my energy, my money. How I value and what I have to offer, right? So, like, how do I value myself, right? How do I value my time? How do I value my energy? How do I value money, perhaps? And it's this understanding that really this placing of a hierarchical structure, this honoring of oneself first and foremost, is key, because that is where all value is then sourced from, the internal value system. Then you are able, if you have a optimal internal value system for yourself, then everything, right, holds a certain value. So and you're operating within your own energetic integrity. So how you value yourself, your time, your energy, how you value money, how you value this, how you value that, right? Pay attention to that. Begin to look at that. That will provide clues for you as to perhaps where to shift out, where to shift into, right? If you're not feeling in alignment, because you'll feel it if you're not in alignment. So continuing to really refine that vibration, so to say. How do I compare myself to others or mold myself to fit into the idea of how I should be or how I should do business, right? So there's often these maps or these guidebooks out there saying, this is the map to success, and if you follow this program, well, what if that just doesn't feel right to you, right? What if that just isn't right for you? So how do you create something for yourself first? Right? How do you create something for yourself first, and then begin to really refine that? It's like that alchemical gold, right? Creating something for yourself first, and then beginning to refine it. That is how we achieve success, really. Our own internally sourced success. Am I staying aligned or am I selling out? You will feel this because you feel drained. If you're selling out, you're going to feel drained. You're going to feel it. It's not going to feel right. Whereas if you are staying in alignment, no matter what's happening outside of you, you will feel in right order, so to say. Source from within yourself. Create a process for yourself. Allow the process for yourself. Witness the process for yourself. Running your business should feel good. It should feel exciting. If it isn't feeling good, then it is a reminder to feel into where you are not honoring yourself. Where are you not honoring your energy? Where are you forcing yourself to do something that just is not right for you at this time? When we feel good, everything is flowing. And when we're not feeling good, it's not. So why force it? So focus on feeling good. What brings you joy? What brings you bliss? What fuels you? And tap into that source. So I hope that this helps with those who are honoring this, this entrepreneurial spirit within themselves. We have such an opportunity at this time to really bring things into right alignment, right within ourselves and within the greater whole. Within this honoring of one's spirit, one's creative spirit, and also the honoring of this value, and really truly beginning to recognize our own value will allow us to also recognize the value external to us even more so. So moving deeper into these layers and these levels of connection, truly connecting to your work, truly connecting your clients to your work and what you truly have to offer, because what you have to offer is gold. And although others may not be with an awareness of this quite yet, the more we are able to expand out our from our core, from within our essence, the more that our medicine will be received by those that truly need it. So if any of you are interested in staying connected, I have an email newsletter that I send out to those on the sacred entrepreneurial journey to assist them, to support them, to provide some tools, or even just some vibrational support, and perhaps some gems that I discover along the way for myself. And I hope to see some of you in that space. So until next time, toodaloo, have a great day.